What's going on, guys? Friday morning, man. Friday morning. As you can tell, I don't even have some of my lighting stuff. I don't have the whole setup back to normal, but I am back home, guys. I am back to North Carolina. I am back at the beach. I'm back in the spot. Baseball is back after the All-Star break. So you guys can expect videos, man, totally back to normal. And I'm gonna double it up. I'm gonna do videos at night going through each game, and then I'll have an additional video each morning, maybe going over props specifically. So you guys can look forward to that. So these are my numbers coming into the All-Star break. Yeah, I didn't really want to take the break. You know what I mean? 43, 20, one tie. The last 16 days betting MLB baseball going into the All-Star break. 21.1 units of profit in that time span. So in just a little over 2 weeks coming into the All-Star break, if you were on my premium text list and you just copy the text messages and your unit size was $100, that's over $2,100 of profit. So we came into the All-Star break scorching, man. I'm not thrilled that we had the yo, what's good? I'm not thrilled about the All-Star break, You're a beast, sir. Yes. Let's get back to it today, though. That's in the past. MLB season is in profit now. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, when I was in my little losing streak because I was focused on the end of NBA season, like I said it in every video, man, I was down a lot, man. I was down a lot, but I was also down a lot in NBA at one point. What did NBA do? You guys can see it on the screen, man. NBA finished 22.1 units in profit. It's kind of funny. Baseball, the last 16 days is the exact amount of profit I made the whole postseason for NBA. So that's kind of funny, the 21.1s. But yeah, guys, baseball, man, I told you like weeks ago, I was like, you know what? It's a little bit of a long shot. But if I can get hot, I should be able to get all that deficit erased by the All-Star break. And then the second half of the season is going to be nothing but profit. Well, you're welcome. Did that. So for everybody that canceled their subscription, man, that sucks. You just took the loss, and that's not fun. But the people that stuck, by my side, that know the years and years and years that I do this, the last 2-3 weeks, man, it's been a lot of fun. So let's get after it today. Let me just run through some comments, say what's up. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Who's in here? Walter, what's going on, man? What's going on? Appreciate you. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Yeah, absolutely, man. We got the deficit out of the way, and now it's hopefully just going to be all gravy the rest of the way. Home run names today? Sure, man. You know what? I'll take a guess. We'll do that at the end of today's show. I do have to drive up to Morehead City today to get something for my boat, but yeah, we'll. I got enough time. We'll see if we can find a home run prop today. You're a newbie? Hey, man. The only thing I can tell you, if you're a newbie to sports betting, don't try to do it all in one day, 1 week, even 1 month. You really can't, don't have like an amount of money you want to win over a month, or you want to get to here after like a week or whatever. Like, don't do that. Just stay disciplined. I know it sounds so stupid. It sounds so like lame, but it really is true. Don't chase your losses. Manage your money correctly with a good unit size, and just stay the course, man. Just stay the course. I'll mess with you heavy. I'll tell you, you're in Kentucky. Yo, yeah. What's up, Robert? Appreciate you, man. Kentucky ain't far. But all right, guys, you ready to run through these games? I say we just get after it, man. And again, friendly reminder, once again, those are my numbers coming into the break. The full season is in profit now. The second half of the MLB season is my most profitable. You guys saw what I did. Football season, college hoops, NBA postseason, and now MLB, man. Every sport, every year. It's just, I mean, I'm not making this up, man. You guys see the screenshots. It's incredible being on that text list long term. It will change your life. It really will. So consider it. The link to danspicks.net, my website's in the description. You can try it a week if you want. By the way, I put the unit sizes. I guess I should show you guys this. Let me bring up Ballpark Pal to start. But I guess I can show you this real quick. Just a little website update. So here's the new pricing, and I actually put like the unit prices. So I changed it a little bit. A weekly is now $70. That puts you at $10 a day. You know, you're only going to join for a week. It's going to be more expensive. A month is $8 a day unit price, $240 for the whole month. And then if you lock in the year, it's only $5 a day. So that's the unit pricing. That was the change to the pricing. Everybody who's been on the text list and kept their active subscription prior to that pricing change, congrats, because it's not going to change. You keep whatever price you have until you're in a casket, for all I care. You know, shout out to the people who joined early. I still got people paying $19.99 a week. You know, now it's $70 a week, and they made a shit ton of money over all the duration they've been on the text list. So just a win-win, man, for the long-term people. Win-win for the long-term people. Conditions today. MLB returns on Friday to mostly cooler weather across the slate. Mid-Atlantic be up above 80. I was going to say it's nice here in Carolina today. Beautiful. Positive run environment at Citizens Bank. Okay. So maybe the Phillies game today. It's actually scrolled down. And yeah, Coors Field, top of the list. No shocker there. The Nationals game does have wind blowing in a little bit, kind of from left center, but overall the offense still, it looks okay today. For home runs, maybe we will look at this Rays game. Orioles and Rays today, plus 27% on home runs. Everything else pretty neutral. And then we actually got some negatives here down at the bottom. You guys can see. I don't know why this is being laggy right now. Probably not going to get any home runs at Wrigley. Minus 21%. So, yeah, the wind's blowing in at Wrigley today. Minus 11% overall. Strong game to bet the under. We'll see who's pitching. We're going to go through all these games and check out the pitching. But in terms of conditions, a lot of neutral today, a couple offensive, and really one or two nasty games in terms of a negative. Here's all the props. But yeah, let's pop over here to FanDuel. Well, let's do it, man. I really got to get my my lighting stuff out too, by the way. But hey, is what it is. Let me move this over. Red Sox Cubs, first game of the day, 2:20 Eastern today. Giolito, Ray, you know what? Pretty good pitching. First game back from the break. I worry the pitchers, because of that, aren't going to exactly have the best stuff. I got to go under. I got to go under the total. First 5 innings. I'd go full game under the 8 too, but yeah, first 5 innings. Under the total in that one. Probably lean towards the Cubs too. Money line. White Sox Pirates, Falter and Cannon. Is Falter going to have a fall off? The Falter fall off? Look, he pitched pretty well in the first half of the season. Better than I thought, man. I'm not a Bailey Falter guy. He had decent stuff. Him and Cannon. Are they going to get kind of shelled today? I'm going to go over the total, man. I'm going to go over the total. Over the total. Padres, Nationals, again, based on weather, probably looking at offense, but not with the pitching, man. Dylan Cease and Soroka. I'm going to go first 5 innings under. And then you probably can get out of the first inning in this game with no damage done either. I'd look at a Nerfy in that game too. Angels, Phillies, Luzardo. I don't know who's going for the Angels. That's interesting. Luzardo going for the Phillies. Good day for offense. Team total over for the Phillies. You know, Phillies on the run line. I need to know who's pitching for the Angels, but as long as it's not like, even if it is like Kikuchi or somebody, I don't even care. Anderson, Soriano, whatever. I think I like the Phillies today. It's square. Everyone's going to be betting it. Everyone's going to have it in their parlays, which is dumb. It's baseball. I'd have to look that way, though, with the masses. Giants, Blue Jays, Verlander, and Bassett, and I'm going to go over. I mean, come on. Pretty big names. I just don't think their stuff's that great. Back to conditions for this one. What was the Toronto game looking like again? Yeah, pretty much neutral. Little bit in the negative, but that's only one factor. I'm going to go over the 8.5 in that one. Reds, Mets, Lodolo, Manea. Low total. Low total. You know what? I know it's fresh out of the All-Star break. I just don't understand the price here. This should be a pick'em. This should be a pick'em here. I know Lodolo is, Nick Lodolo. Look, he can get hit up. He's almost due to get hit up, due for some negative regression. Pitched pretty well in the first half. I got to go with the Reds, man. I mean, plus 130 with the Reds here with Lodolo. Maybe just first 5 innings, man. First 5 innings. I like the pitching better for the Reds. I'll go with Cincy there at plus money. A's and Guardians, JP Sears and Ciccone. Are the Guardians actually going to have a decent second half to the season? I don't know. I got to see it. I'm going to look at the Athletics at plus money, man. I think they should be a slight favorite. So again, just priced wrong in my opinion. I'm going to go with the A's. I'd lean over too in that one. Royals, Marlins. I don't know who's going for the Royals. Very interesting there. I kind of want to bet an over, but I don't like these teams offensively, and this ballpark plays towards the under strong. So I'm torn what to do. Are the Royals actually going to not be horrible in the second half here? They're on the road, though. I can't do it. I'm going to look at the Marlins. I mean, yeah, I need to know who's pitching. If it's Lorenzen or someone else, maybe I lean Marlins still. If it's like Bubic or some of their better starters, maybe I lean Royals at that point. Maybe I lean under at that point. Yankees, Braves, Spencer Strider. Over? I mean, the Braves, man. The Braves with a horrendous first half of the year. I'd lean over. I'd lean towards Atlanta. I'd lean over. I'd lean towards Atlanta. And my bad. I don't know why I wasn't sharing this. I feel like an idiot. I don't know how long you guys were looking at the conditions, but whatever. Orioles, Rays. Charlie Morton, Taj Bradley should get some offense here. I mean, is 9 enough? Is 9 enough? I don't think it's enough. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over the total here. Orioles, Rays over 9. I don't think that's enough. And I'd actually lean, I think I'd lean towards the Orioles at the plus money price. I'm not a Taj Bradley guy, I'd lean over. I'd lean Orioles. Tigers, Rangers, Olsen, and Corbin should get some offense here. I'm gonna go over the total. Look, they're okay. They're serviceable. I don't love both of those guys. I think they can get hit up. Twins, Rockies, Paddock, and Freeland at Coors Field. Problem is 11 is steep, man. 9.5, I'd go over. 9, I'd go over. 10, I'd probably go 11. 11. I guess I'd just look at the Twins, man. I'll just look at the Twins on the run line. Paddock, though, I mean, really? He's all right. Maybe Minnesota Twins, run line, first 5 innings, But Freeland has a lot of experience at Coors Field. Who knows? It's the first day back from the All-Star break. You guys got to go light today. First day back. Crazy things are going to happen. Are we going to get a win from the Rockies here? I think it's possible. I'm gonna look under the total of 11 despite the conditions and the pitching. And I guess I'll slightly lean towards the Twins there on the run line. First 5 innings probably and full game. Cardinals, D-backs, Palante. I don't know who's going for Arizona, but I do like Palante. If it's somebody good going for Arizona, if they got some decent pitching today, I'd probably go under. Look for a live bet in this game. If Palante goes 6 innings strong, and Diamondbacks are kind of a stick in the mud, live bet the team total over for the D-backs. They should get some offense in the later innings in this game. I can't go over the total because I like Palante. I don't know who's pitching for the Diamondbacks, and I don't really want to mess with the team total for the Cardinals because I don't know who's pitching, and I don't like their offense. I think I'd lean under the 8.5 for now. I'd lean under. Brew Crew, Dodgers, Priester, and Glasnow. Jesus, man. Over the 8.5. I think Glasnow is just always priced wrong. People love him. He's okay. He has great games in the mix. I think the Brewers can do a little bit off him. At the same time, Priester, Dodgers should be able to get to him. I got to go over the 8.5 in that game. And then we got the Astros. We got the Mariners. We got pretty solid pitching here. Pretty solid pitching. Castillo. I think it should be basically a pick 'em. -134. Mariners. That's a little steep, man. That's a little inflated in my opinion. I'm going to look towards the Astros on the money line today to get the job done. Maybe it's ugly early, 1-0, 2-0 type game. I think they can steal it late. I don't love the Mariners. That's the way I'd have to look, man. That's the way I'd have to look in that one. What about B total on Cubs Red Sox? What is B total? What about B total? Jim, what do you mean by that, man? Yeah, so let's try to find a home run prop before I hop off here for today. And then I'm just, again, guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you didn't hear what I said, now that I'm back, I'll have everything set up more normal. I got a new camera, I got a bunch of new stuff. So I think I'm going to go back to uploading the videos the night before, 9, 10 p.m., somewhere around there, every game, every day. But yeah, conditions. So again, home runs. I think we're going to look at this Rays game. Maybe the Phillies, maybe the Rays. I think we'll look at the Rays game. See if we can get a home run prop here. And pop over here. Find this Rays game. Or maybe we'll bounce over here to Outlier Sports and check that out. Where is the Rays game? There it is. Oops, glitched. Let's check this out. Pitching, yeah. Taj Bradley, man. Got absolutely torched against the O's. Already doesn't have great numbers anyway. Charlie Morton has pretty good numbers versus Tampa Bay. Yeah, again, this, that's what you get with Outlier. You got the cool matchup there, and you got the public betting information down low. A lot of people on Tampa today. I like the Orioles today, man. Just like I said earlier in the video. Now we got some data that supports my gut feeling. Yeah, I like the Orioles today. I think the Orioles are going to get the win over Tampa. But just kind of looking at the pitching or the batting, man, 2025 batting here by the Orioles. Jackson's in there, Henderson's in there, Holiday's in there. Home runs, I guess you look at Holiday or Henderson. They're doing okay. They're doing solid in there. Interesting. Now, the other thing that's cool about Outlier, we could actually bring up, pitching specifically. We can look at everything given up. We can look at the actual pitch mix. We can look at the batters and see who hits what type of pitches. We can see here Charlie Morton, what he's going to be throwing mainly. A lot of this is just fastballs. So, that's pretty solid there in terms of getting one over the fence. Go over to Taj Bradley, kind of see his pitch mix. A lot of fastballs too, man. 46.1%. Fastballs, cutter. I think someone on the Orioles is going to get one over the fence. So let's go back over here to FanDuel. Find this game somewhere in here. Rays. Where's the Rays game, man? My blind right now. There it is. There's the Rays game. By the way, guys, all this info over here on Outlier. If you want to go through this yourself, I mean, you can go through all this. I got a link to Outlier software in the description of today's video. It's free. I got a free trial for you guys, man. I have a partnership with Outlier. So hop on here for a week. It's free. If you love it, move forward with the subscription. Super affordable. I think it's like $20 for a month. You don't even notice it. But at least take advantage of it for a week. If you haven't already, free trial link in the description. You go through all this info. You know, you could stay on here for hours if you guys want. But back over here to try to find ourselves a home run. What was I? 5-1. 5-1 with home run props the week prior to the All-Star break. Pretty insane, man. Really insane, actually. Let's go to batter props. Let's go to hit a home run. Let's look at the prices. Interesting. I would look at these two guys, man. I look at Henderson and I look at Diaz. You know, 4.5 to 1, almost 5.5 to 1. Obviously, the guys at the top are more likely to get the job done, but you know, based on the pricing, those are the two guys that I would look at. And no, don't parlay it because that's really stupid. You know, lucky enough if one of these guys even gets the job done. So we'll see if we can hit another one today. I like Henderson and I like Diaz today for home run props. If I had to take, you know, a stab at it. Red Sox total over under. Yeah, I already went over that under in that game. Epstein client list. Yeah, I agree. Don't get me going on a rant. I will go on a rant right now. Absolutely. Alrighty, guys, that's Friday. One friendly reminder, going into the break, fucking scorching, ridiculous, 43-20 run, up over 21 units of profit. We're back today, man. So everybody on the client list, I did not send the text out today with all my picks, but it's coming probably in the next hour and a half. I think I'll go ahead and fire out the text to everybody. So, hey, if you're not on premium, I don't know what you're doing. I made a shit ton of money in NBA, shit ton of money in college basketball, football season. No surprise, you know, dozens of units there. And that brought us back all the way to baseball last year, where I made a bunch of money. We're currently making money in baseball. It's every sport every year, you know? It's just full circle. You just got to understand there's going to be a week or two, you know, in the mix where I just, you know, the ball doesn't bounce our way. That's sports betting. You just copy those texts long term. You're going to be up a ton of money. Your bankroll will double, triple. It will multiply every single year, multiple times, man. Scroll back through years and years and years of videos here on my YouTube channel. If you want to see all the runs and all the data and everything, man. Football season will be here soon. But we got baseball, man. It's back. And I'm dialed in. So let's continue to cash, guys. Hope everyone has a good Friday, and I'll see you soon.